Friends, this tale comes from a time long past. In a quaint little village, there lived a man named Moan. Moan's family lived a very simple life. They resided in a modest home, and he toiled tirelessly day and night to provide for them. Though Moan's life was humble, he possessed a generous heart, always willing to extend a helping hand to others. The villagers held him in high regard, appreciating his honesty and genuine kindness. Moan had a habit of assisting anyone in need while he worked in the fields. If a hungry dog happened by, he wouldn't hesitate to share his lunch with it. If a weary traveler was famished, he would even offer his own food without a second thought. His wife Sunita often grew upset by this generosity. "Because of your constant giving, our kitchen is always bare," she would lament. "You should consider your own needs, too." But Moan would simply smile and reply, "Sunita, an empty stomach is a terrible thing. If we have the means to help someone, why shouldn't we? God sees everything we do." One afternoon, as Moan was resting at home, an elderly sage called out from the doorway. His voice was weak and frail, suggesting he was weary and hungry. Sunita overheard him, peeked through the window, and grumbled to herself, "Now, here's another one. It seems our kitchen will be empty again." Moan paid no attention to her complaints and went to answer the door. When he opened it, he saw the sage, a thin, tired figure, his clothes dusty and worn, his face glistening with sweat. Without hesitation, Moan welcomed him inside. "Baba, please come in and sit down," he said kindly. "I'll fetch you some water." He hurried inside, returned with a pitcher of water, and offered it to the sage. The old man drank it slowly, savoring each sip, and then let out a sigh of relief, a look of peace settling upon his face. "Son, I haven't eaten in 2 days," the sage said gratefully. "If you could spare some food, I would be eternally thankful." Moan rushed to the kitchen. But to his dismay, he found that there were only 2 rotis left, which were meant for his own lunch. Nevertheless, without a moment's hesitation, he picked up the rotis and turned to leave the kitchen. Sunita stopped him, her voice filled with anger. "What do you think you're doing? Those rotis are for you. If you give them away, what will you eat? That sage can go and ask for food at someone else's house. But where will we go to beg?" Moan listened patiently, then spoke softly. "A hungry stomach cannot wait. This Baba hasn't eaten in 2 days. If we don't feed him, what will become of him? God will provide for us." Sunita's voice had been loud, and the sage couldn't help but overhear their exchange. Yet he remained seated, waiting quietly. Moan ignored his wife's anger, walked over to the sage, and placed the rotis before him. "Baba, please eat. This is the best food we have in our home." The sage said nothing. Overcome with hunger, he ate the rotis in silence. Then he drank some water and sat quietly, regaining his strength. After a while, as the sage prepared to leave, he called Moan to him. From his bag he retrieved a shining golden bowl and handed it to Moan. Moan was taken aback. Bubba, I can't accept this. It belongs to you. The sage smiled gently. Son, keep it. Last week, a king offered me this bowl as alms, but I have no need for it. I have been searching for someone worthy of it, and today I have found you. This is the reward for your good deeds. Always remember that karma is true dharma. You gave help without expecting anything in return. Continue to do good deeds. God always rewards us when the time is right. Your kindness and selfless actions will bring peace and happiness, not only to you, but also to your family. Keep this bowl with you and use it wisely, but don't let it change your generous nature. This bowl is simply a symbol, a reminder that God appreciates acts of goodness. With these words, the sage departed. Moan stood there, clutching the golden bowl, watching him go, tears of joy welling up in his eyes. He vowed to himself that, no matter the circumstances, he would always help those in need. Friends, karma is the true religion. A person who performs good deeds without expecting anything in return will always be rewarded by God in one way or another. Never hesitate to do what is right.